Assalamualaikum and hi. Today we will presenting about inflation issue in Iran. We will explain about background of Iran, inflation issue, monetary and fiscal policy, recommendation of the issue, and the conclusion. The group members including me, Batrisya, Hannany, Dayana, LIYANA, YASMIN, and FATIN.
First, let me introduce Iran. So Iran is located in the southwestern Asia and its capital city is Tehran, which is also the largest city. Iran, one of the oldest civilizations in the world, and is well known for its rich history, culture, and natural resources. The largest ethnic group is Persian, and the official language is Farsi. Second, most of the Iran population live in the northern and western regions because these areas have a better climate and more job opportunities. In rural areas, people mainly depend on the agriculture and livestock farming. However, many people have moved to the city for better education, healthcare, and employment. Lastly, Iran has a population of about 90 million people, making one of the most populated countries in the Middle East. More than 75% of the population live in the urban areas. So today, Iran is experiencing lower birth rates and aging population. So in conclusion, Iran is a country with a rich history, diverse culture, and large population. So Tehran is the capital city, is the country political, economic, and culture center.
Next, I will explain about the main economic activities in Iran. The first one is hydrocarbon sector, which is oil and gas sector. This sector drives the country economy to the highest and invests in the country facilities and GDP. The second one is manufacturing sector. This sector produces steels, textiles, automobiles, and others. It creates job opportunities and reduces good import from other countries. The third one is agriculture sector that support food production and rural livelihoods. The product produced are rice, saffron, pistachio, fruits, and many more. It support domestic consumption and export to the other countries. Next is about inflation issue in Iran. Inflation is broad increase in the prices of goods and services, and it affects the purchasing power of citizens and reduce the currency value. Iran is facing the issue right now and ranked among the highest inflation economies in the world with CPI 88.6% from SCI and 83.1% from CBI statements. It caused by international economic tension, depreciation of Iranian rial, military and political tension, war, and many more. The citizens are affected and struggling to afford the essential goods, and the business operation face high production costs, and the worst one is closing their operation. The causes give the government difficulties to stabilize this issue.
We have three objectives of the study. The first one, we study how the inflation in the Iran. Second one, we study how the government control the inflation in the Iran. And the third one, how the suggestion and the practical strategy that could help Iran.
Alright, so to continue our presentations, one of the main measures used by Iran to tackle the inflation issue is by using the monetary policy, which is the central bank of Iran will control the money supply and interest rate to reduce the inflations and stabilize the value of Iranian rial, as well as protecting people's purchasing power. The first tool is open market operations, or we call it as OMO. During inflation, the central bank will sell the government securities to reduce the bank lending and reserve, which helps to control inflations, just like Iran did in 2018. Moreover, Iran also raised its interest rates to reduce borrowing and encourage saving. This policy was implemented during 2018.
How policies solve the issue. The central bank should use effective monetary policy such as open market operation (OMO) and transparent foreign exchange auction to stabilize the real and reduce inflation. In the long term, granting greater independence to the central bank and setting a clear inflation target of below 20% within 3 years can strengthen public confidence and improve the effectiveness of monetary policy. Together, this measure can help restore economic stability in Iran. Our recommendation to combat hyperinflation in Iran focus on two key strategies. First, the government should strengthen institutional governance by introducing a 3-year stability charter. This helps simplify regulation, improve coordination among government agencies, and rebuild public confidence, encouraging businesses and investors to support economic recovery.
Secondly, federal funds rate. This is because The overnight lending system is a vast flow of cash among financial institutions in which this helps and allows the banks to use the excess cash profitably of theirs. Thirdly, independence of central banks. The independence of the central bank is essential in combating inflation in Iran, as many studies have shown that countries with independent and conservative central banks generally experience lower inflation rates than those in which monetary policy is controlled by the government.
Moving on to our final recommendation, we suggest improving the Iran existing digital subsidies by providing targeted assistance to low-income households. Instead of using universal cash subsidies, the government itself can distribute the electronic voucher for essential goods such as the food and also medicine. So this actually will ensure that the financial support will reach those who need it the most while improving the efficiency of government spending. Lastly, in conclusion, we can say that inflation remains as one of the biggest economic challenges in Iran. Although the government has already implemented the monetary policies to reduce inflation, additional reforms such as central bank independence, targeted digital subsidies, and also stronger institutional governance are still needed to overcome the inflation. So, by combining all these measures, Iran can better control their inflation, protect vulnerable households, and also achieve long term economic stability in the future. That's all from me and my friends. Thank you.